This is Mary at the.meri.atelier, and it is Monday, August the 26th, I believe. Yes. Wow. Wake up, YouTube. Wake up. It's time to get up. It's time to get up and do some art. It's time to get up and do some art. Let me get to my channel on my phone. Here. Get into my live chat. Okay. I slept through my marathon this weekend and this weekend. Yeah, I'm ready for some morning coffee. That was good. All right. I'm going to do my morning pages first thing off. We'll set my journal down. I like to do these morning pages. Morning pages are really where you do a little brain dump in the morning. You just kind of dump out what's in your head on paper. But I like to do it with art. And I am ready to do I'm not really doing by days. The last one I did was last Thursday. So, and I choose a word. I'm not going to paint on this side today. I'm going to leave it blank. But my word for today is, let's put the little piece of wax paper behind here. The word for today is sketch. You all know I like to sketch. I think my marker's running out of juice here. And it really hates going over this white paint. My Pen Plus gears don't have a problem with it, but this one does. I wonder what they put in the Pen Plus gears. Probably a different type of ink. Probably a different type of ink. Hi, Teresa. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So my word for today is sketch because, well, that isn't the first thing on my mind, but that's something I certainly think about in the mornings. Not every morning, but I like to sketch and I like to draw. And I was looking at these little pictures that Mindy sent me. What one would I like to do a fast sketch of? I think this center one here. And I think I'll just do a fast sketch over here of the center gal right here. So I'm just going to set her off. You won't be able to see her too well. But she's got a big hat. I love these big. In fact, I might have to hold this up to my nose to see. Her head is kind of slanty this way. This part of her face is all in shadow on this picture. Do I want to make it in shadow here? I don't know. Her head is slanty, almost at a 45-degree angle. And all you can see here are her pretty eyes and hair. She's got an abundance of hair in here. And I have to tell you, the flowers almost cover up her face here. She's got a pretty eyebrow. And pretty eyes. That I'm making a mess out of, probably. And this part of her face is really dark. And she's got all this wonderful hair. And this hat. I'm going to even make her hat come that way. And of course, there's a flower in here. And then there are all sorts of ribbons and bows here. And flowers coming down in here. And this part of her hair is all dark. More flowers in there. I mean, the flowers all over the place here. Now I can't see what's going on down here. Looks like part of her shoulder coming down. And more flowers. She's just hidden in flowers. A quick morning sketch. Maybe I should do this every morning. Just do a quick sketch of something as a brain dump. I did a little cleaning in my craft room this weekend. A little. A lot more to go. I have to find places for all that birthday happy mail you all sent me. You can hardly see her face in here. Let's give her a ruffly dress. Okay. Can I brush that with a little water? Do I have enough ink on here? I wonder. Let's give it a little bit more darkness in here. There's some darkness up in here. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that like that. Maybe take this blue marker that's kind of drying out and make some really light lines in here. I'm not happy with this big marker that I got at the Dollar Tree. It didn't last long. I don't think there was a whole lot of ink in it. I probably will not be getting another one of those. I like the big. I wonder if I can dip that in ink. We'll try that another time. So that's all I'm going to do. Of course, sign your work, Mary. Meridel Abrams, 8/26, 19. Sketch. Sketch. Today is August the 26th, 2019. Now, when you do a brain dump, you're supposed to just scribble out whatever's in your head. Well, do I think about sketching the first thing in the morning? No, not every morning. Depends on what the day is. But I'll just say sketching or drawing is one of my favorite ways to relax. That's all that's in my head. Oh, the rest of my morning, look what I did here. Oh, well. I like to fill my journals with pages of quick sketches. That's all. That's all for today. Just like to scribble out something to get me started in the morning. All right, there she is. There she is. Let's talk to you. What's up going on here? Teresa's in the house. Good morning. Good morning, folks. Hi, Lori. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Christy. Good morning. I have some coffee in my coffee mug from Petals. That was good. Good morning, Christy. Are you ready to start a new week? That page is kind of wet. Let's dry it off a little. Find my heat gun here. I can kind of see her peeking through here on the back. This is just copy paper. It's a cheap paper. It's not really meant to be a multimedia art book. But that's my Jumpstart Journal. Jumpstart Journal. All right. We did a Jumpstart. I started this envelope journal, and that's what I'm going to call it, yesterday. And I was gluing down these pages. I'm going to finish that off this morning. What did I do with that other page? Here it is. And I'm just going to glue the pages down this morning, just like this. And then I'll work on it. I want mine to be a journal, and I think I can do that. But I have to work on it a little at a time here. I got my yes paste out. What I don't have out is a sheet of paper here. Yeah, let's grab some wax paper. And let's just really quick sort of quick. I don't care how many times I clear off my desk. I still only have 12 inches to work in. I fill it up with more space. I took my board down so I could get into my closet. I have a board that I put between my desks to give me some more shelf space when I'm working here. But it blocks the aisle to my little closet off to the left, and I needed to get in there, and I still need to get in there, so I haven't put it back up yet. Let's see, I'm gluing this down to the front here. And I was looking at this box, useful drawing pins, P-I-N-S, best quality. And I'm going, pins? I thought it was supposed to be pens, P-E-N-S, for like pen nubs. So I looked up drawing pins, and they mean those little tacks, those little, I call them thumbnails. I guess I learned what a drawing pin was this morning. I never called them drawing pins. What I wanted to do. This is what I want to do. So all I'm going to do this morning is one more step in my art journal that I was going to try to get done last night, but I was still kind of tired yesterday. I just kind of relaxed. It was another rainy day. We had a real rainy week last week. I don't think we hardly had any sunshine at all. That means next week there's going to be grass to mow. And all I'm going to do is put these down on the front of my envelopes. And this is the back that I stamped the other day. You're getting ready. Christy's getting ready for work. A lot of gals peek in as they're getting ready for their new week. It's a new week here, but I don't have to think about going to work. Have to think about things that need to get done around here, though. But the good thing about retired, or at least your early retirement, is the things that you need to get done, you can do them at your own pace. You're not on somebody else's clock, which I like. You're not on somebody else's clock. And if you're being paid by somebody else, yeah, you should be on their clock, I think. But let's put that in like this. But it's nice to be retired. It's nice to be retired. Yeah, I decided I was going to make a journal out of mine. That means I'm going to do different things to it. But we've made a lot of small art journals this year. I need to get in and work on my triangle journal I kind of set it aside, finishing up those ATCs. So I have some work to do on Becky's and Tanya's journals that they're doing every month. Their hangout, their craft togethers, or whatever they're doing. Whatever they're calling it now. They quit calling them hangouts. So I really like the mornings, my morning streams, because I get so much done. And I'll go ahead and announce it here, and I'll probably say it again when more folks come in. I'm going to give away my other pocket letter that I was going to do in the morning stream. I'm going to give it away tomorrow morning, on Tuesday morning, so that you all know. And I'll post that in Becky's group. I'm not going to post it outside of Becky's group because it really was a Becky's group project. But I'll post it here for people that come into my morning stream, because I'd like to have it go to somebody who comes into the morning stream. Suzanne Hale won the one on Friday night. And I slept through my marathon, and I slept right through my Saturday morning. I mean, I must have been really tired because I didn't wake up until 11:30 on Saturday morning. And that's unusual for me. Oh dear. That's not a Mary thing. Hi, Andrea. Welcome, welcome. Did Mark come in? Good morning, Mark. Good morning, good morning. Are you still at work, Mark? Are you home during the morning hours this week? I'm going to put this on the inside and get too much yuck on the back. Let's do it this way. Give me some extra pages to glue on here. I'm using Yes Paste to put this down with. I like to use Yes Paste when I do something like this. Got about a half a jar. I bought a big jar of this a year or so ago, and it's really lasted me. I got about a half jar left. I'll probably have to be investing in another one. Yeah, I did not do much this weekend. I watched a couple movies. I watched a Charlie Chaplin movie. That was interesting. Did I watch that Friday? I don't know when I watched that. And then I watched a movie yesterday about a young man who had to take care of his younger brother who was handicapped. Kind of not a real popular movie, I don't think. I don't remember the title. Not one that was nationally known. Or I shouldn't say that because I don't follow movies too much. But sometimes I like to, when I'm tired and I check YouTube and there's nothing I really want, I've either watched or not interested in at the time. And I'll go out and I'll watch a movie on Pluto TV. If you've ever heard of Pluto TV, I can get it on my phone as an app. I kind of like to watch movies on that, or My brother has Dish Satellite, and I can watch Dish Satellite on my phone, certain types of programming, not all of it, which makes it nice. Got what, 3 left here? Oops. Christy says hello to everybody. I hope you all have a good week. Labor Day is coming for those of you who have to work. I'm just amazed at how fast the summer went by. I'm amazed at how fast the summer went by. I've got to work on my cover for my September art journal. I'm going to mail my pocket letters today. I slept through Saturday morning. The post office closes at 11 around here. So I couldn't get to the post office, so I have to do that this morning. Once I get those mailed, then I can get back working on my art journals and everything. Yeah, this, even though I'm using a palette knife to apply this, it's still kind of sticky on my hands. At least I'm not spreading it with my fingers. Ew, that'd be kind of messy. Now, since I'm going to do this journal style, I don't have to worry too much about, because I'm not going to be gluing anything on top of this. My pages are going to open this way, I think. We'll have to see. Every time I take a different turn with one of Rosemary's journals, it's always a journey for me. I'm still working on my spine journal, or it's still in progress. Let's put it that way. I'm not really working on it right now. I might have to rip a part of it apart. I don't like what I did to it, and it sent me. It put me on a standstill, what I wanted to do next. So I went on to something else, which is okay. Which is perfectly okay. Okay, let me clean my hands a little here. Let's get some of the yuck off of them. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, so that's what I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and this one has the cardboard out. Let me throw this pasty paper away. Of course, I got it yucky on my hands when I did that. I'm going to put this cardboard. Well, actually, I was keeping it out, but for sake of demonstration, I'm going to put it back in here, I think. So this one goes down. Well, of course, I put it in upside down. This one goes in here like this. Now, I was just cutting a template here. I need to cut out this. This will still be cut. Now, this is the back, but I still will be cutting niches in each one of these. And I'm still going to, for those of you who are curious of how I'm going to make this a journal, I'm still going to have my niche in here, but I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it down here at the bottom. Let's turn this back over here. What did I do with it? Here it is, right up on top. I'm going to keep it. Now, this is the back because I cut it from the back. The front will actually be on top, but this is the back. And my niche is still going to be here, but I'm hoping that I can put this clear in as I work down, and it'll be worked down. Like I'll go this way, and I'll have to turn it just a little and trace it through, and then I was watching Rosemary, and she said you have to keep your pages. I'll have to see how that will work for me, because I think that I can put the hinge right like this and hinge it. Of course, it'll be hinged from the front to the back. It'll be hinged like this. It'll be just slanted a little. It'll be hinged here. It'll be hinged right here, and you can open it up. And this one will probably be maybe like that. It'll depend on how I how I draw this out. Actually, it'll be kind of like this, I believe. And I'll hinge the first two together, and it'll open. It'll open. I haven't sealed these yet. I'm debating how I might hinge them with my flap. Glue this part down, leave a tab in here. I want to leave a tab there, so I might just, from this point on down, glue all this loose stuff down. Leave a place for a tag or something in here. Paint this. So this will still be, or I could just say visit us at the U.S. Post Office. I could leave that there as part of the journal, the letter art journal. And I could actually use this flap as the hinge. Cut it down a little, or even fold it under so that the ink shows there, and use this flap as the hinge. We'll have to see. I'll have to decide. So that'll be the second one like that. And I'll have to turn this enough so that I can hinge it but still have that cut in there and have it fit on this. Then on the next one, I'm going to hinge it on this side. Well, if I do that, I'll have to turn this like this, which is okay. And then use this as the hinge here. And I'll probably fold this over like this. Fold this over so I can use it as the hinge. I like doing the idea of doing that. And it'll open up here, and there'll be a cut in here. And then I can glue this part down and have a place for a tag in there to slip a note or something in. And then on the next one, so we got it going. We've got it going like something like this now. The next one, I might want to come down a little. I might want, well, no, because I've got, well, I could do that here. The next one, I could come down a little. We'll have to decide. Maybe I'll get a different page for the next one. I'm looking at my postmarks here. Maybe go up a little instead of down. Come like that. I want it to be at a different angle. So I'm going to figure out how those, I have to get it so that this fits on every one. And I'll get that as I carve through it. Here, I haven't cut through these yet. That may be my next step, but I'm not going to do that here. But anyway, they're going to be at angles, and I'm going to have it hinged so I can open up each page. And I might, after I cut this out here, I might go ahead and put washi tape around the edges of mine just to clean up that cardboard in there. Clean up that area in there. And of course, the top one, the very top one, I might use like this because I like all the postmarks there. The very top one will not have a niche in it, and the very bottom one will not have a niche in it. Now, I really like the way Rosemary, I'll put a link to Rosemary's videos again. I really like the way she finished up her top. And I'll probably do mine like that because she tied it with string here. She had a postcard and some real envelopes in there. I really like what she did on the top. So I'll probably be doing it like that. So we'll see how we go. I got some extra cuts off of my paper here that I could probably use for tags to put in this. I'm thinking about over here. Well, let's get the cut one. Over here, I'm thinking about gluing this part, just half of this down. And this will be the hinge. And then this part will be glued down, but I'll have a little slot in here that maybe I can make some, decorate some tags like this and put in there and maybe document on that. So that's how. Then one more thing. This is the cover. What I want to do on the top part of this, what I want to do on the top part, now this is the back. But if this were the front like this, I would be having a niche cut out in here. I'm going to cut that out so it will show. But on the top, what I want to do and what I was cutting were these little note cards. And I'm going to put little note cards up here at the top. I got this pack of these at Hobby Lobby for 74 cents. And I'm going to put that on the top over here. And of course, this will be showing through. Now, I may put stamps on here. I have some of that Tim Holtz tissue paper that may go on here. And then when you open it up, you get this little note card. And I think I'll put like a jelly printed paper here. I'll do something on the front because this is just black. But I need to cut these down. I think I cut a ½ inch off of each, a ½ inch off of this and 3/4 inch off the card. If I remember. Ooh, 3/4 off of each side. So that's about 1.5 inches that I cut down off the card. And a ½ inch off of each side of the envelopes. And I'll need 10 of those. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm just working on stuff this morning. Let me close up my Yes paste because I'm done with that for now. Put that back in there away. Did I get that closed good? Hi, Barb. Good morning. Good morning, Joyce. Welcome, welcome. Lori's in here. Joyce is here. Christy is peeking in. Andrea's here. Teresa's in the house. Mark said good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's still kind of early in the morning. So this is my sample one here, I believe. Was that the sample one? I don't know. Where are my envelopes? Yeah. Yeah. So I think what I did was cut 1.5 inches off of these. They're just black cardstock folded in half. That's all they are. Yeah, about 1.5 inches. Let's cut it this way. Got a little tab here. I might use those. So there's 3. I need 10 of them. Now I might go to some of that jelly print paper. I'm not sure exactly how much I have left. I'm going to have to do it. It's getting a little cooler now. Maybe I'll break out the jelly plate one of these days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 more. These were not cut or folded straight at all. They did a really lousy job of folding these. I'm going to trim this one off a little. And 1.5 inches here. And I'm going just a teeny bit over 1.5 inches, which is okay. There's 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm going to have enough. Seven. Eight. 9. 10. Now I've got all these little bits and box. Maybe I'll make some inchies out of them. Let's put them over here. All right. So there's the cards. Now I want to do the envelopes. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what I did is, actually, these envelopes are not glued very well. I just kind of broke them open at the edges here. But I think what I'll do here is measure how much. I think I took an inch off, ½ inch on each side. So I'm just going to cut these here at ½ inch. Right. ½ inch there. ½ inch there. Now I'll have to go back in and seal the envelopes, but these should fit in pretty good. I might have to trim them down just a little. I might have to trim the cards down just a little so they slip in there a little better. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. ½ inch. Actually, I don't even need to seal. I could put it like, I could put my card in there, put it on my, grab one here, put it on my base like that. I don't know about this flapping here. But put it on the base like that and just let it trifold up. Maybe if I put it that way. Well, that's not any better. I could put it like that, which might be better, and then you can just reach in. I like that better. But if I don't seal that down, now I think I'll seal it down, but then I have to determine what I'm going to do about this flap. Am I going to let it flap, or maybe I'll cut this into an angle and make a slit. Put a little tab on there to fit in. Make a little slit there and put a tab and let it slip in. I'll have to deal with that later. But these smaller journals, I'd like to get them done. I don't want them hanging around. I've got the triangle journal hanging around, and I got the pages to do on the one before it, what I'm calling my magic journal. It's their long stitch journal. It's all done. I just don't have the pages done on the inside. I have so many signatures that it ends up being like 120 pages. And I don't know about that. I like to have my pages done. I like to have the little journals finished. My monthly journals, if I don't fill every page, it's no big deal to me. What's going on there in chat? You're one of the gang now. Yes, you are, Andrea. Welcome, welcome. Lori says, yes, you are. And of course, it's 4:30, 4:12 in Montana. Lori, are you a night owl or a morning bird? An early bird? Or are you just an all hours person? I don't know what I knocked off on the floor here. Whatever it was, it went down. Oh, I wasn't done. I want to trim. I want to trim these cards just a little because I don't think that after I glue these down, they might fit in, but knowing me, I'm going to trim them down just a little bit more. Yeah, about 1/4 of an inch off of each one. So let's go do that. Whoops, what did I do? Cut it the wrong way? Oops, good thing I have another. What did I do? Cut a 1/2 inch off of each side? No, I cut 1 3/4 inch off here. 1 1.5 inch. Have to be careful where I cut this at. I cut it on the fold instead of the. All right. Let's try that again. Yeah. There's one. Make sure I'm not cutting these on the fold. Two. Three. Four. 5. 6. 7. Ooh. 8. 9. And what I'm doing here. can put this away. Get rid of all of these. How tempting it is to want to keep this stuff. It's getting thrown away. I threw out 3 bags of trash this weekend. 3 bags of it. All right. So now I've got all of these. I think I'm going to use these for tags. So I've got these. These are just extras here. And when I cut out my little centers here, I'll have a little scrap. Alrighty. So I'm thinking what I want to do next on this, and I only have to decorate the front. I'm thinking, look over behind me. Oh no, what's behind me? Oh dear. Oh, can't even. What did I do with it? I had it here. I got Happy Mail this week. Well, I may not be able to do it. Yeah, here. No. No. I can't find what I want. I'm looking for that. Well, I guess I won't do it yet. Frustrates me when I can't find what I want. There's the map one. Well, I guess I'll stop because I can't go any further till I find what I want. But you guys are going, yay! She's moving on. What I'm going to do next is work on Mitzi's. Page. Let's start painting her out. I want to do this page for Mitzi and get it sent off. This is inspired by Aaron Rodgers. Inspired by it. It won't look exactly like Aaron Rodgers. Oh, here's what I wanted. Well, we'll come back to that later because I've already moved on. So let's get out another piece of wax paper. I don't know if I'll get this done this morning, but I want to get it finished. Let's put this here where I can find it when I want it. All righty. I need more room. I would just fill it up. All right, let's get out the, I'm going to start with the green maybe. And I don't have enough of that green. Get out my paints. There's some blue. And I got white and black. I need to get another green. I need another green. Georgia clay. I got a marsh green. Now, if I remember right, the greens are really dark on the jerseys. Let's see what I have over here for greens. I'm going to have to invest in some more greens. I don't buy much green because it's really not my go-to color. I'm laughing because I got stuff piled on top of my paint. And a blue and a black. I'm sure that's another blue. No, that's a Kelly green. You might be able to do something with that. Ha! All right. Let's have a sip of coffee. I got out this masking tape because I'm going to tape down my wax paper here. It blows away. It blows away on me. So I still got the fan going. It's still a little warm in here with no air. There we go. That should do it. Okie dokie. Let's get these out of my way. Push the paints back a little. All right. Let's see. The brushes. That one. I'm using some of these for watercolor. That needs to be clean. This one will work. Some of this stuff, I just don't know. I get all these markers out here. And they get in my way, and then I move them, and then I get more out. And there's a brush. This is trash. Keep a couple markers out. The brushes. See all this stuff on my desk? I have a container over here. I've been putting that in, but it's getting full too now. All these extras over here. It just drives me nuts because I get in my way when I'm working. Some of these I used to write with and draw with. I'm going to have to go through and clean them out, the ones I want to keep and the ones I don't. Alrighty, let's get rid of all these yuckies here. Sheesh. all of these. Get rid of that. I have to get a spot to work in or I get frustrated. Okay, that seems good. Now, will I be able to paint with this? I think so. And then go to a smaller one. All right, let's put an undercoat of this Kelly green on. Now I'm using a photograph that I got from Wiki Commons. Here, let me get it out. Let me get it out and show you what I'm using as inspiration. This is the photograph that I'm using for inspiration. Only I've got him facing that way. I've got him more on this side of the paper. His head looks pretty big right now, but that's because I have kind of a mark. This will be green in here and green grass in there. I have kind of like a gold Art Deco line around this head. So his head looks bigger than it is. I may take that out in here because I don't want his head to look too big. We'll see when I get in and work on it. So that's my inspiration photo. Let's go back and see what you guys are saying. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Ann. Give me a year and I will get it right. What did you say, Rhonda? You're always frustrated, Andrea? Andrea? Yeah, all that stuff that gets out on your desk, you know, I just have to get it away. And then when I push it away while I'm working, I have a hard time finding it again. What did you say, Rhonda? Let's see. Let's go back up to the top here. Rhonda, good morning, Mary and everyone. I hope everyone had a beautiful weekend. Hi, Joy says, hubby's doctor might lock me up today. What for, Joyce? Or should I not ask? You've not slept? Oh, I know that feeling. You just kind of have to do like me. Go until you get so tired you sleep. Lori says she loves Aaron Rodgers. Andrea says me too. Joy says I'm afraid to sleep. I'll miss the appointment. Oh. Ann says good morning, everybody. Good morning, Ann. Don't forget Russell. Is Russell another one on the team? Lori says, I like Hawks. The New York Giants is my team. They're saying good morning, good morning. So many great players. Mary needs a cheese hat. I didn't get one of those. I lived in Wisconsin for almost 13 years, and I never had a cheese hat. But I'm not much one for going to games and joining parties and stuff like that. I just like to tell you the truth, I'm really not a sports person. I don't watch much sports, but I like to watch people enjoy sports. I like to watch people watch sports. In other words, if you enjoy it, then I enjoy it. I said good morning to Kim. Rhonda's in the house. All right. I think I'm back up with chat. Let's get some green paint in on the... Ooh, this feels juicy right now. Let's see, what other green did I have? I had this green and this green. Marsh green and Kelly green. They look almost the same, don't they? Apple barrel. I guess the marsh green has just a little bit of a dark undertone, but not much. Let's use that. I got to use up this paint. We're just going to paint the football field for now. See, I think his jersey is a really, look, I had this in the water and it paint's peeling off of it. I didn't have it in the water recently. It's been sitting out on my desk, but these are just craft brushes, but I am so hard on my brushes, so hard on them. Very hard on my brushes. I'll come back in with the stripes. Let's just get it painted square here. I might go in with a lighter green on this later, but we'll see. So kind of a job I can do on this. Now, if I remember right, I wanted to make this leg down a little further and this leg a little bit fatter. That's what I was playing with in my software. Not that fat, but a little bit fatter. And this one comes down a little bit more. And this is just craft paint. This isn't anything. And I can tell you right now, I'm wishing that this were a larger piece. Working even this small, this is 8 by 10, but this is kind of too small for me to do a lot of detail on. I want to. Now I think I'm going to paint out this line that I put around that Art Deco. I'm calling it an Art Deco line. I think it makes his head look too big. And of course, I did not tape my page down, so it's going to warp a little. This is watercolor paper, but it'll still warp a little. Let's get some more of it. Now, this is kind of an undercoat. I don't know how much more I'm going to put on here. We'll see. I don't know if I want it flat colors and have a flat poster-like design, or if I want to add some texture in here. make it look more painterly. Let's turn this upside down so I can get to this better. Some green in there. I'll have to come in and work on that number one a little bit more. Now, this needs to be kind of evened out. This is going to be painted here. Now, Let's take a little of this and see if I can mix a little black with it without it getting gray. Yeah. Turns it gray. I want a darker green. Let's put a little blue in there. I need to get a dark ultramarine blue. I have to go mail my letters today. I might stop in at Walmart and see if I can't get some dark blue. I used up all my dark ultramarine blue on all those snow globes last year. There. It's a little better. Of course, I used my brush to mix with. And you don't see much of a difference on the page between the dark green and the... That's what I'm afraid of. And then his jerseys is darker green too, if I remember right. Let's go look at it. Yeah, see how dark that jersey is? Oops. And his pants in there are dark green, and his jersey is a dark green. A lot of greens. I might have to lighten the green on the football field a little bit lighter green on the football field. And I'm using really too big of a brush here to do the detail in here. Let's just get it in. For right now. This back really comes like that. Just kind of blocking in some colors. I'll have to go in and put it in more detail later. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go to a lighter green on the football field. Let's put some yellow in that green. I've been using my brush to I kind of like it a mixed green instead of so flat. A lot of green. There's a lot of green. Of course, it all looks flat once I get it on the paper. This is green in here. It has just a teeny bit of green here in the corner. Alrighty. I like that a little bit lighter green on there. And of course, this will be a white stripe, a yellow stripe, a white stripe. Darn it. Excuse my language. All right. Just kind of got that on there. I can still see my lines behind there, but you know, this is an art journal page. Let's switch from there. Let's look at the picture again here. See what I want to do next. Hi, your little red wagon. Welcome, welcome. I think I've said good morning to everybody. Joyce and Kimberly, Christy, Anne. Thank you, Kimberly. Andrea, Lori, Rhonda. Good morning, everybody who's watching and peeking in and coming in and saying good morning to me. Let's go out and look at that picture again. He's got a gold helmet. And, of course, his hands are kind of a dark tan color. And he's got gold on his sleeves and gold around the neck here. And gold, I guess you can call them tights. And green socks in there. I'll have to go and detail those better. I'm just kind of getting the color down here. Let's get out the gold. Or the yellow. I'm going to put, hold it a sec. I'm buffering. I'm buffering, of course. Let's get rid of all my, let's get rid of that. Leave that. Close that. Get rid of that. Oh, YouTube. Quit buffering on me. There we go. Hi, Ruth. Good morning, Ruth. Welcome, welcome. I'm working on Mitzi's football player. Let's get out some. I was going to get marigold out. I have this school bus yellow. And I have this 24 karat gold, but I'm not ready to put that on there yet. So let's use this for now. I have to open it up. We're going to give him a 24 karat gold tights and helmet, but I'm not going to do that till last. I'm going to use a yellow underpainting here as soon as I get all the seal off of my paint here. I don't know why they can't give us a tab. Just give us a tab. Pull tab on this stuff. We have to cut it with the scissors or break our fingernails on it. Or I get so mad at them. All right. I don't get that mad. A little disgusted, that's all. All right. Let's go in with a smaller brush. Let's go in with this one. No. Where's my small one? This one. Oh, that's almost too yellow. But we'll just get it on there. We need just a tab of, let's mix a little Georgia clay with that. See if we can't make us a different color here. Ooh, that's a pretty gold. You guys, are you seeing it here? No, you're not seeing it. I'll show it to you in a minute here. Now, a little bit more of a gold color. Mixed a little Georgia clay with my school bus yellow. Gave me a pretty gold color. This paint is pretty transparent because I can see my ink lines. So I'll have to give this more than one coat. I'd like to make this real streamlined, like deco art. I don't know if I'm going to accomplish that because I am so sketchy. I'm such a sketchy artist. Of course, I'm not getting into where I want. I got this yellow here. I'm going to right down here on the end, way over to the edge of my screen there. I'm going to mix in some of this Georgia clay, and that makes a really pretty, that makes a pretty dark gold color. We need more yellow. That's a dark gold. We need more yellow. We need almost all of that yellow. There we go. That makes a pretty gold. And his back leg can be a little darker here. Let's go ahead and paint the helmet. Or at least start painting it. I'm still considering most of this undercoating. I'd like to get this to look almost like an Art Deco, but I don't know if I'm going to accomplish that. It might take a lot of practice for me to do that, but I'll try. And that means I probably have to have some very smooth curves in here, some shadowing, some almost gray shadowing. I don't know if I can accomplish that with this. Maybe in here. It's almost too wet to do that right now. Yeah. That gray off of my brush. It's too wet. Now, I want to look at his. Hi, Janet. Good morning. Hi, Santa. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, ladies. Ruth is in the house. Anna's here. Janet peeked in. Santa's here. Rhonda's here. Good morning, everybody. Christy was here. I think that, oops, I hope I didn't mess up anybody. Joyce! Did I delete Joyce? Joyce, I'm sorry. Oh, it said I was unhidden. Joyce, are you here? Joyce, say something. It said I was hidden, that I hid you and then I unhid you. Hi, Elena. Joyce, are you here? Can you say something to us? Uh-oh. I think I timed Joyce boring out. I'm so sorry, Joyce. Hi, Elena. It's this phone. It's really hard. You barely touch these things, and if that menu pops up, and if you're still touching it, you can do damage. It said I was hidden, then it said I unhid it because I undid it. But I don't know if she's still in timeout. I'm so sorry. Let's go look at my picture again here. I want to look at these stripes. It's a dark green, a white, and a dark green. So it's dark green, white, dark green. But I think I'm going to put yellow, dark green, white, yellow, dark green over here. So that means I want to put some yellow stripes down the side here and yellow stripes down here. Here I'll do dark green, white, dark green. Joyce, I'm so sorry. I haven't seen her say anything. I'll bet she's still timed out. I don't think I can do anything on my laptop. Get her back. Deborah. I think I've kind of messed Joyce up. I think I put her in timeout. So I want to put a yellow stripe down here as carefully as I can. It may not be perfect. This is where I need to put some painter's tape. It's still kind of wet. Let's see if I can dry this a little. Yeah, I do that a lot on my phone. The phone is so sensitive to your touch. And if I'm scrolling, sometimes if I'm scrolling like that and I'll hit a name and the menu will pop up and I'm still scrolling, I could just hit it the wrong way and it puts somebody in timeout. And most of you are understand. You're pretty good about it. You understand. I'm going to try something here. I don't know if it's going to work, but I want to get a clean stripe. And what I'm going to try to do is take some of this washi tape that I don't care so much about, excess hugs and kisses, and see if I can't use it like a painter's tape and make a clean line. Let's see if I can get it. Sometimes finding the front of this, the start of this, is the problem on this stuff. Come on. Not now. Is that it? No. Here. You have to look in a break in the pattern. That's what you have to do. Because sometimes that's pretty hard to find. Let's see if I can put a... Let's see if I can get a straight line with this stuff. Or a reasonably straight line. The same way that you would with painter's tape. Now, let's fold this over so I can find it again. Oh, let's do it here. And here. Seems like a waste, but for this Walmart washi tape, the designs that I don't care so much about, it works. I think it's going to work better than the other stuff. And then hopefully I can just paint a clean line just by just going down and then pulling the tape. I'm hoping that will work. We're going to test it and see. Of course, I see my lines underneath of this. And I may have to do this more than once to get more than one coat on it. That's his shoe. Now I have to mix some more paint. Now let's do the same thing. What did I do with it? I just set it down. Of course, I get a little disgusted with myself sometimes. I meant to fold that over. Let's see. And there. And that's going to be gold, green, gold, and green, but no. How that's going to work. Gold in there. let's see, gold, green. So I need a really thin piece here. We'll have to move it again. We'll have to move this tape again, because I just want a stripe there of gold. All right. Let's mix some more gold here. Yellow. I like that. Yellow with Georgia clay makes a really pretty gold color. I'm mixing it right down here on my lower part of my paper here. That makes a pretty gold. That's got green on it. Let's give this more than one coat and see how it turns out. I don't know how this is going to turn out. We'll see. Get that green off of my palette knife. This paint is awfully transparent. I can see my lines. I have to give this more than one coat. Let's give his pants another coat of gold here. Frustrates me that I can see my drawing lines but underneath of this paint. All right, we want a strip of gold down the line here. And I think I'll paint this gold in here too. A little piece of gold around here. Alrighty. Let's go into the helmet a little bit more. I'm going to see if I can't pick up some dark colors today. A dark ultramarine blue and a dark green. I think I've kind of run out of those colors. Now he's got a gold flip. Hi, Alina. Has Joyce been back in yet? Joyce, come back. Did I put her in way in timeout? Let me check my community settings here and see if I blocked her. I've got my moderators, my hidden users, but I don't see her on there. No, I don't think I blocked her. I don't see her being blocked. Hi, Mina. Thank you very much. Mina and Elena and Rhonda. It's getting there. It's getting there. I was going to go out and look at my football player again here. He's got a white G with a dark green. I might have to get out my paint pens to put in that dark green in there. I need something a little bit more narrow than this brush. I need some really good paint pens. Mitzi sent me some Posca ones. Let's see, but right in his neck area, in his neck area, this is as far as, come on, let's take a snapshot. Right in his neck area, right in here, is a gold collar and a green stripe, a white stripe, and another green stripe. I can almost do that with a black. And if you look at his shirt here, in all reality, the back of his shirt, because the light is hitting his back, there's a lighter green in here and then a darker green on his side in here. So I could almost put a lighter green in there to give this a little dimension. And the same way with his, well, I have to move this photo. Let me move it. How? Let me move it. Come on. There we go. Move to album. I'll move there. Same way with his pants. If you look on his jersey here, this part here, right in there, because of the shadow of his body, this part is darker in there. This part is darker right in there. He's got gold going on here and a green stripe. So I'm going to put gold in there. I'm going to put some gold up in here. No, I don't see any more gold on this picture. I'm putting gold stripes around. Let's pull this and see what it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty clean. That's pretty clean. That's what I'm going for. And I'll have to do this all again when I want to Now I think I'm going to put a dark green stripe down there. So what I want to do is put this one, hopefully, right over that gold. Put this one back down here. Let's pull this one up. This one in there is a little sloppy because I didn't really use the painter's tape. It's kind of sloppy in there. But let's go ahead and paint green. Should we leave that white? We want a thin, what we want is a really thin green stripe. So I might have to play with this tape a little. You might be seeing me. I might have to do that all off camera because I'll be fiddling with it. Because I just want a really thin green stripe going there. And then I want a white stripe and then another thin green stripe. I want a green stripe here. We'll see. Yeah. Let's see, I want to put more gold on this because I can see my lines. I want to paint that out. I'll be coming in with my 24 karat gold on this as to accent it. We're not ready to pull this tape yet. I'm amazed at how transparent this craft paint really is. You can see those black lines beneath it. You have to give it several coats. Okay, so let's take this gold and let's give him a gold on his, and then I'll paint out some lines. I don't have to be as careful on his sleeve here. Gold there and gold in his neck area in here. Now I wish I could be as careful like I'm doing my stripes there. I wish I could have round washi tape almost. I guess I could cut out some sticker paper and put in there, but we're just going to hand do it. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Let's go ahead and see if I can't put some. Let's mix some more of that dark green. See what you guys are saying. Joyce is in the corner. We'll give you a lollipop when you get out. She should be out by now. Maybe she just quit talking to me. I had it. I hit her accidentally. See, when you put a user in timeout, and I checked to see, well, it says it's hid on this channel, but when you hid, you should be able to. I checked to see, make sure she was. I checked my community settings. Let me go check my settings again, because I didn't see her name in the hidden users. I removed her. I don't see her in here. So I unhid her. She probably went on with her day. I don't see her as being hidden in my settings. So we'll see what happens. I'll have to messenger and see if she can get back in after. I'll have to see how bad it is. All right. It says I unhid her. I didn't mean to. All right, so what do I want to do next? I think I was going to mix some dark green. Now put my palette knife in the, this isn't the one I was using. Let's get a clean towel. Let's get a clean one. What did I do with them? Yeah. It's coming along. It's coming along. It's not going to be there yet. Where's my other palette knife that I was using? I cleaned it off. That I didn't put it back in my, here it is. So I mixed some of this black with my green, and I added some blue. That's how I got my dark green. Because you mix that black with the green, and all you get is a sort of a grayish green. And if you add a little blue, I need to touch more black. If you add a little blue, it kind of helps. Let's add some of this cobalt. Oops, that's a lot of blue. That's more than I need. I just need a touch of it. Kind of adds back in that color. A touch more black. Let's see, I was using this brush. And what we're going to do is put a green stripe down here now. And I can just pretty much paint sloppy because the edge of my tape is going to form the line. You guys know that. You've seen that done before. And then I'll pull the tape. And hopefully will give me a clean line. I'm going to do that there. And then we have to move my tape and do it again. And we want to, I was doing the gold line here. Let's touch up this jersey. This socks. He's got white socks on. And let's see. I can't see his shoes too well down here. They look black, but they look like they might have some green on, kind of silvery soles. So I'm going to start painting them out here. And I'll have to detail them later. Or at least this one I am. I'll have to come back to that one because I got the tape on it. And then I want this to be painted gold up here. We'll come back to that. I'm just kind of blocking it in. Alrighty, let's give this a little dry. Heat gun alert. And let's pull this tape. Yeah. That's good. That's what I'm wanting. A nice clean white line, except for my drawing line there. And a nice clean. Oh, pulled a little of the gold paint up there. Pulled a little of the gold paint up. I washi did. Maybe I can fix that. Now what I want to do, I want a green line between this white and gold line. Just a thin green line. Let's see if I can accomplish that. And we'll let a green line go out to the side here too. So let's see if we can do this. This is good practice. I haven't done this for a long time. Make these kind of stripes with it, because you have to have a lot of patience to pull this tape up and put it back down and pull it up again. Let's see if I can fix this green in here. I don't know if I can or not. It's more of this green. Alrighty. Let's pull this up, see what I got going on over here. Oh, I like that. Let's pull this one up. Now I got gold. I think I'll make white and gold again. So I want to put this one here. I could do a stripe of green. Let's do a stripe of green because I got green out. Actually, we could do that. Well, I'm running out of green, dark green here. Are y'all going to watch Dee Dee this morning? I saw on her Twitter where she was talking about working on composition books this week. That interests me. I might peek in on that. All right, I'm going to let that sit for a little bit, and let's go in and let's just kind of give his face a little touch of Georgia clay and white. More white than Georgia clay. Tannish color. Just a dab of Georgia clay. It's probably even too much. Oh, I hear thunder. We're going to have a rainy day again today. Good night. All we've had is rain, 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 rain. Does he have he's got a white band around his arm there. Looks like it's been wrapped up. Now this is by no means the finished piece. I'm just kind of getting in some colors where I want them. The stripes I'm getting in there, but I'm going to touch them up again. And of course, his fingers here holding that football. It's got a couple fingers peeking out there. Alrighty. Now I have this stripe to worry about, which is going to be green, white, and green. And I'm running out of my green again. Let's see. I did a green, a black, and a blue. So actually I should have put that green right in there. Green, a dab of black. Might need a little bit more black. And I don't like it being so grayish green, so I add a little bit of blue. Might be a little much. So I want to come in here. I'm going to get a smaller brush. Let's look and see what you guys are saying to me. See, this is my inspiration right here. This is my inspiration photo. This football's brown. I got to put that in. I got to work on the stripes on the helmet, the green G. His legs are pretty flat in here. It's mostly just getting the color where I want it. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. You're planning to watch Dee Dee? You might listen to Dee Dee. I don't know if she's going to this morning, but she tweeted about, I think she did a composition book a few years ago or previously that she called Fluffette. Because when you work in your composition books, you know, they kind of fluff out. And she had that out. She had tweeted that she was going to work on that this week. So I don't know if she's going to this morning or what, but. Hi, Lynn. Lynn J is making her way to work. Be careful, Lynn. Have a great day at work. All right, let's see. I want a thinner brush, and I keep dropping them. That's really not the brush I want to use. I keep dropping my thin brushes. I have to pull that card out. I've probably got all sorts of stuff behind my card. Let's reach in here and see what I have. I've got this one. I bought me some fine detailing brushes, cheapies, Master's Touch ones. That's what I have in here. Here. I don't know if that's the cheapy one though, but I'm going to use that one. We'll have to clean it out good. All right, so I'm going to dip into this green and I'm going to work on this. I want to put a green line in there. And I want to put green around this white G. Yeah, I think we're getting rain. I can hear it thundering. If I all of a sudden drop out, you know it's the weather. If I lose my connection. And then around this G, it's really outlined with green. And of course I made that too flat there. I'll have to come in with my white. And while I'm detailing, let's do this side. Let's get around his shirt a little better here. There's the number 12 in here. You can't see it very well, but number 12 is in here on his shoulder. And this says Rogers in here. Oops. There's a D in there, I think. DGERS. I'll have to go back with the white. But right now I'm just kind of... It is thundering out there. Right now I'm just kind of getting it blocked in. Let's pull this and see what's going on. Yeah, I'm liking that. Woo! Oh, that was more than one. Now I want to clean this up. I want to put gold there. What's going on here? Oh, it's tearing my paper here. I guess this is why we have that expensive painter's tape. And that would probably still pull some of the paper. I'll have to touch that up again. Right there, really did a number on it. Yeah, the detail brush is working pretty good, isn't it? I'll have to use that in there. But you get the idea. Let's pull that off. Let's see if I can fix this with my brush. Probably not. Where's that little piece? Let's see if I can fix this. Well, it has to go here. And let's chip a piece off of this if I can. There. Yeah. I don't know about this. I'll have to redo that line. It didn't get green down the stripe all the way down like I wanted it. I'll be working on these. I'll be working on these. See if I can't fix that gold, at least for now. What time is it? 7:02? I'll work on this a little while longer, and then I'll probably close out. Got too much water on my brush there. Let's see if I can sop it up. You'd be surprised how much water stays on those bristles. I'm going to be adding that 24 karat gold anyway on his pants and his helmet. Probably streak it down the sides here. So I'm not too worried about this yet being perfect. But you get the idea. We can do one more thing yet today, and that's put a... I'm pretty happy with this stripe. Now let's hope I don't mess it up. Let's hope I don't mess it up. I want to put gold down the edge here. Using up the last of my gold. Yeah, I need to paint out the top of this. I'll be coming back and working on the top of this page. Okay, I want to do a green stripe, a white stripe, and a green stripe on his pants, yeah, and kind of block in his football. So let's get that detailing. And let's see if I can't paint in some green. Now this is nowhere near going to the Art Deco style that I wish I could accomplish. But at least it's at least it's halfway looking like a football player. I'm going to have to study Art Deco a little bit more, I think, in order to paint in that style. Let's put some green stripes up here. Maybe one around the neck here. Like that. And actually that green here comes in a little bit. Well, I got too much water. Yeah. Yeah. I can see it. Drop of water. Just a big drop of water on there. It soaked right into my towel. These bristles really do, when you wash out your brush, it really does hold the water. And when you touch it on your paper, it just spreads. And I didn't want dark. I wanted that lighter green. More of a yellow green. And I want it in here too. Maybe another green stripe running. That way. All right. Now, I don't know if I can. There's enough green in there to. All right, now I want to go for some white. I want to go for some white. I want a white stripe here. Of course, it's wet. I want to put this in white. Ooh, there's a lot of paint on that. And let's do his socks in white. Now I'm going to have to put more detail on the shoes. I'll come back to those. Now I'm getting gray in there. Getting some of that green on it, if that's okay. I'll come back. I just want to kind of get it locked in. You can see my lines. You can see my lines. Now, let's take this off. See what kind of damage I've done or haven't done. Alrighty. For now, I'm just going to paint. I'd like to get a gold, and I don't have enough gold mixed. Let's paint the G white, and it's going to have to take quite a bit because I got it. I got pin marks in there, and they're making it gray. So we'll have to put more than one coat on this, but I'm just playing with it right now. Let's play with this down in here. It's really taking shape now, isn't it? Oops. I don't know what that is. Part of my paintbrush. Yeah. So what I've done this morning mostly is I worked on my envelopes and I worked on this. That's about all I've done this morning. But that was enough. I have to get my other envelopes ready to mail. Well, they're ready to mail. I just have to get them sealed up. Everything's ready to mail. I got them all stuffed and everything and addressed. I have to address Suzanne's. And she won Friday night. Tomorrow night, I will be, not tomorrow night, tomorrow morning stream, probably around 6:45. Maybe a little earlier than that. Yeah, 6:45 sounds good. I'm going to give away, let's just say at 6:45 Central Time, tomorrow morning, if I don't oversleep. If I'm never here, I either can't get on or I overslept. On Tuesday and Thursdays. Monday and Wednesdays and Fridays, if I stream, it's impromptu. But tomorrow morning around 6:45, I'm going to give away that other pocket letter to the morning people. I'm going to have a giveaway tomorrow morning in here in the stream. All right. I'm going to fool with that later. It's about 7:15. I'm going to fold up this. I should probably put this in my dictionary, not waste it. Well, let's get my dictionary out. I got time. Let's not waste my paint, Mary. Got my palette knife over on my... because I need more pages to do my dress tags on. Let's get some. Let's just, shall we stencil some? Shall we stencil on this? Let's stencil on this. Yeah. Find a stencil to use. Oh, I did my morning page today. I did a sketch in my morning page. I did a sketch here on my morning pages this morning. I'll show that. I did that this morning. My word this morning was sketch. Oh, I'm going for a stencil. I'm going in for a stencil. Let's grab a stencil of some sort here. Let's grab this one. And I need a sponge. And Petals gave me a whole bunch of sponges. Let's go in for a sponge. I'm diving in for a sponge. I still have some open from mine. Ah! And when you hear me say diving in, you would you would understand. All right, let's sponge some. Let's use some of this green on here. I don't have a whole lot. Let's go for some of the gold in here. I don't have a whole lot. I don't have a whole lot of paint, but I hate to waste it. I hate to waste it, especially when I need more painty papers now. Let's go for some of that Georgia clay. Or shall I put that up here? Over here. And let's do some of this white in here maybe. No, I'm not going to get much out of that. I guess the black. And I got some blue. Let's do some blue here. So Lisa's on tonight. Lisa Conway at My Eclectic Life. I'll be on again tomorrow morning. Dee Dee comes on in a few minutes here. She streams on Monday and Wednesdays. Aunt Beck streams on Wednesday nights. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I got most of it. Woohoo! So I did that. I worked on my envelope pages. I worked on my sketchbook. I worked on my football player. He's not done yet. And yeah, I worked on these envelopes, which I'm still working on. That'll be a work in progress. So that's what I did this morning. Let's zoom out one. No, let's just leave it right there. It's a pretty good picture. Let me push it up a little. Push this in a little. Whom is on tonight? Hi, Deborah. Lisa Conway, My Eclectic Life. Here, I have time. Let's go get her link here. There you go. There's the link to Lisa's channel. Hi, AJ. Welcome. Hi, Violet. Welcome to everybody who's come in. I'll say one more time. Around 6:45 tomorrow morning, I'm going to give away the other pocket letter. So it kind of gives people that are just waking up a chance. Well, I don't know, though, because that's still pretty early on the West Coast, but I like to give people that come into my morning streams a chance to win something. It's hard to find a good time between the early risers and the late risers. So 6:45, some of the gals that come in are heading off to work. So 6:45 Central Time, I'm going to tomorrow morning, unless I oversleep or can't get connected or something like that. May I have D-Link, please? What is D-Link? Lisa's link is above, Deborah, right above your thanks there. Do you see it? The TheMeriAtelier. Oh, Dee Dee's link. Oh, okay. Let me go get Dee Dee's. That won't be hard. That won't be hard. Gotta get back into chat here. This one is Dee Dee's Inkwell. YouTube user Inkwell. Inkwell. INKIWELL is how you find Dee Dee. Lisa is My Eclectic. Eclectic, ECLECTIC, like eclectic art. So there's Dee Dee's link and Lisa's link. Hi, JL. Welcome. You're under weather watch. We'll probably get Mary's rain later this afternoon. It rained. It's probably raining out there now. I have my curtains closed, so I can't see out. But what did Violet say? Mary, you inspire me to draw. I found the British Library has a huge amount of photos and pictures that they have now placed in the free domain. Really? I'll have to check that out. You just call it the British Library? And you found some great graphics to draw. That sounds fun. I would love to see some of those. Post some of those on Facebook, Violet. I'd love to see them. Can you show the envelopes? Yes, I can, Ann. The envelopes right now, they're not put together. I guess this is dry enough. Right now, all I did this morning was, and let me zoom out now that I got a photograph for my thumbnail. Let me hold it a minute. Let me zoom out here. I moved my paintbrushes where my mouse usually is. Okay, hold a minute. The mouse is being mousy. Let me zoom out one. There. So right now, the envelopes are just like this. I used that project paper that had stamps on them or postmarks. But I'm going to make a journal. Let me move my stencil out of the way here because it's kind of painful. I'm going to make a journal. And what I'm going to do, let me move everything so I can show this to Ann. What I'm planning on doing with my letter bundle. This is for Mitzi. It's not done yet, but it's getting there. Let me close out the dictionary. Yeah. All right. So I've only cut one niche as a pattern, and I cut it on the back in case I made a mistake or something. But what I want to do is I'm going to stack these up like so, about like that. So it'll look like Rosemary's. And I'll probably get some other envelopes to put on top. I'll do 4 here. I'll do 4. So just say my niche is already cut and it's like that. And this, of course, is fitting down inside. And I have to say, I was looking at this pin box. I said this earlier. It says useful drawing pins, PINS, best quality. And I'm going, shouldn't that be PENS? Because I was thinking ink pens, or drawing ink pens. But it's pins. And I looked up drawing pins, and they're kind of like those little thumbtack things. Little thumbtack push pins. Pins, but they call them drawing pins. So that's what that means. I was thinking more drawing pins, PENS. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I have these little envelopes here that I got for 74 cents, and I cut them down, so they need to be sealed yet, but I cut them down, and I'm going to cover those envelopes with this Tim Holtz. I haven't opened this yet, but it's kind of got pen tabs on it, and it's a writing. It's got writing on it, and it's got the nibs there. Got some typewriter keys. So I'm going to cover the envelope with this envelope with this. And this, I think I'm going to either, maybe I'll get some tablet paper. I was thinking maybe I would put a jelly print on here, and I'm going to make a little note card to fit inside of these. So these will fit on here. Now, the thing I have to do yet is this will be taped down here. But this flap's open for me. So I think what I'm going to do is cut this angled and maybe put a little tab on there and put a slit in there to make a tab to go in to lock it down. So think of this not being out. This will be, and of course there'll be a front cover. You know, this will be the inside one. There'll be a front cover. And I'm going to do my front cover like Rosemary did. I really love how she did that front cover, because she tied a string around it, and then she put some letters underneath of it and put a postcard with the writing on it. I really like that. And I think I got a couple postcards that I can use that I really like. And I got a couple that have nice writing on it too. I don't have any of those envelopes that have like the airmail border on it. I might see what I can find. I'm not sure. I got a couple, you know, I'm not going to finish this all at once. I want to get it done. The other thing is I'm calling it a journal, not a box. I want mine to be a journal. So I'm kind of deviating from Rosemary in that respect. I was going to put this washi tape in the dictionary. I'll do that later. But what I'm going to do here, let's get all of this off. When I make it a journal, now Rosemary was saying you have to be careful to keep this page not going off of the edge of the one underneath of it. So I think I can do that and make it flip. I'll make it flip. But this one, instead of, because this is slanted this way, I can't make it flip again because it'll be way off over here. So I'm going to make it flip this way. And what I'm going to do, I think when I do the flips, I was showing the gals this morning, what I'm going to do is I've got this tab here, this flap. I'm going to fold it over like that to make the binding, so that it'll flip that way. Then what I think I'll do is, once just half of this is going to be glued down, just this half is going to be glued down onto here. I'm thinking I'm just going to leave this, because I kind of said I like it because I might put some of that Tim Holtz tissue paper on this, but it says visit us at the USPS. I think I'm going to leave that because I like it because it's postal related. I might put some tissue paper here, but I'm going to glue it to this point, and then I have some extra papers that were cut off from the ends when I cut these off of the roll, like this. Some extra papers. I'm going to make some tags to fit inside up here. And of course, I'll be using it as a journal instead of a box. I think I was thinking more like a stack of letters rather than, I mean, the niche is nice, but I wasn't thinking box. I wasn't thinking box at all. I mean, she stacked all hers up, which is a nice project. I really like what she did. She inspired me. But see, I've got more here. And then the other day, I stamped the back with that text stamp. So it's really kind of dark on the back and light on the front, which is okay because not a lot of that's going to show. The bottom will show. But I like what Rosemary did to the cover. And this will be the cover. There won't be any niche cut out of the front one. But in the front here, see, this box will fit way down inside of all of these. So as you turn the pages, you'll have to take the box out before you turn the pages. The box can be removed, and then you can flip the pages like that. That's what I'm thinking. And not a lot of people are going to be opening and closing this as a journal. And then, of course, it'll have the little note cards up here, and I'll probably journal or do something on the inside of the note card. Maybe I'll stamp, maybe I'll carve a stamp to fit in there. And the inside will have something on them. Maybe a little story. She told the nicest story with her other journal that she created out of her celluloid album about the pieces. You'll have to go look. I'll put a link to Rosemary's videos, part 1 and part 2. But she also showed in both of the videos, she showed her celluloid albums that she's altered. And in the first one, she put she made a shadow box out of it, and she put little items, and she told the story as she went through the albums. It was really, really inspiring. And well, the other one that she showed was not a celluloid; it was a ledger journal that she's altered. So she's a pro at making journals. Rosemary Morris. She's very inspiring. Well, I think I've gone over 7:30, so I better go ahead and close out so you can all get over to Dee Dee's. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Have a great morning. Have a great week. I'll see you tomorrow morning. 6:45, I'm going to do the giveaway for the pocket letter. Bye, everybody. Have fun. If you have some time, do some art.